Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle Moreus and I make art tutorials that are fun, easy, and accessible for everyone. Before we get into the video, please subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below I subscribed, and I'll be sure to get back to each and every one of you. Today we're going to be doing these juicy lips in Copic marker or alcohol marker. In this case I'm using ohuhu markers and colored pencil. So the most important thing to start out is to have a good sketch. Now alcohol markers are not very forgiving, so you want to start with your lightest colors and gradually build up to your darker tones. Now even before I get going with that, I want to swatch out my markers ahead of time on a piece of paper, and this way I know what colors I'm going to use and which are my lightest tones, my midtones, and my darkest tones that I'm going to use. So I have those on a piece of paper with the numbers written next to them, and this way I have a good plan for how I'm going to start my drawing. It's really difficult to lighten up the alcohol marker, so you want to be purposeful when you start to put down your base layers. Now your sketch needs to be fairly detailed, but you want to keep it very light, so you want to keep your pencil marks light, but you want to map in where your highlights are going to be, where your darkest tones are going to be, and where your midtones are going to be. This way it gives you a good roadmap when you go in with the marker to start putting those colors down. And I'm using several shades of pinks, lilac, and reds. So I can't stress enough how important it is to start off light and gradually build up, because you will not be able to change this no matter how much colored pencil you put in over top. You're not going to be able to lighten something up. So just be mindful of this. So things really start to go quickly with these alcohol markers. You can really get a good sense of accomplishment early on because things go really fast when you start with this. Now I'm going over with the colored pencil, and I'm just blending in with those markers and just kind of smoothing everything out. And we're going to gradually, same as we did with the markers, we're going to gradually get darker and darker as we go along. And I'm going to put in my highlights in a little bit of white color pencil, and this will allow us to blend into it. Now we're still going in with light layers on that color pencil. Even though we have a really nice base layer of the marker down, I'm still using only light layers of color pencil because I'm going to put several layers on. And this is important. You don't want to burnish, you don't want to indent the paper with your color pencils early on in the game, or else you won't be able to put more color down. So light layers. If you're having trouble controlling your pressure on the pencil, hold the pencil back a little further. I know I hold my pencil a little strange, but I've been doing that since I was a kid. But whatever works for you. But you want light layers, and we're just going to keep building, and it's going to get more and more depth to the drawing. Don't obsess about your highlights at this stage, because we are going to go in with a jelly roll pen and pop those later on. So if you happen to go over an area, don't worry, we will pop those with the jelly roll pen. Now after we get the jelly roll highlights in, I am going to go back over some of them with some more colored pencil to tone some of them down so they're not all just bright white. But I will leave some of them bright white to get that shiny, wet look, but some of them I'm going to glaze over with either some marker or some more colored pencil. So little by little, I'm gradually going in and adding more color and deepening up all of my shadowy areas, and just everything's going to start to pop. So at this point, we're just adding more and more color and getting deeper and deeper as we go along. Since we already have our roadmap down, we kind of know where we're going with this. We're just going to add a little more color everywhere on the lip. Now I'm just kind of blending all of that marker and colored pencil together, smoothing things out and making it look more cohesive and real shiny. Now the teeth are a whole nother story. Your teeth are not white like everybody portrays them to be and like everybody would love them to be. But I'm adding a little bit of a cream color to the teeth, and then we'll pop some highlights in that. I'm adding some gray, and we'll pop some highlights with the Jelly Roll pen. So we want to give it a good once over now and just pop our highlights and deepen our shadows and make sure all our tones are good, and just kind of clean everything up. So you want to erase what you need to erase if you have any stray pencil lines. If you have any areas that look a little sketchy, go over those areas, and just kind of deepening everything up with a little once over with a white color pencil just to smush everything together, and everything's looking kind of shiny. We'll go in with our final Jelly Roll just to add a few more highlights, and then we'll soften it with a little more colored pencil, and we'll be on our way. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, this way you won't miss out on any new content that I have. Every Thursday I put out a new video, and I wouldn't want you to miss out on any of the fun. So please hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to smash that like button. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I love hearing from you guys, and I do get back to each and every one of you. I want to thank you so much for joining me. More fun projects on the way, and happy art.